Get in, nerds. We're playing Victoria 3. We are still working on getting Sindh into our customs union permanently. We might be able to get more out of army power. Oh no, that's only army power projection, right? Can't tell. Ecuador is holding up Great Britain. I didn't even know. Wild. Alright. Still working on per capita taxation. Dynam, you and I are friends now. Join my customs union. Dang. You know what? Let's do a defensive pact. We're still getting a pretty healthy pile of cash from these various diplomatic pacts. Wonderful. Pharmaceuticals has been unlocked. That is yet another of the social tax. Baroda. British Raj is still a puppet of Great Britain. They're involved in a war with Gaza. Interesting. Chiang Mai and Champasak. You want to subjugate and I am in a defensive pact with Siam. Cool. Well, in that case... Oh, he took a stall. Alright, so... we're gonna be fighting France. We'll go ahead and activate one of our conscription centers. We'll pop the one in Kansai. There's not currently a front. Dutch East Indies is also against, and Dynam is leading. We're in an interesting situation. Dynam sides with Siam. Welfare's investment is up to 3. That's excellent. Come on, great Ching. Join with us. Join me. Cambodia. Unlines. Come on, China. Excellent. But give me China. Give me China, though, TBH. Or Great Britain, frankly. Sure, I'm happy to have good relations with you. Come on, join us. Oh, dang. Oh my goodness, there's a rebellion in the Dutch East Indies. It is also taking things sideways. Whew, that would be interesting. But this is more important right now. Very nice. I'm happy to have better relations with you, Italy. How is my total military capacity? It's going up. It's not huge, but it's going up. Where? East Java, West Java front. Is this a... Am I involved in this diplomatic play? I am not. Okay, I'm not going to treat that as anything real. I do have some... I am going to activate conscripts in the Ryukos. France is damaging relations. Great Britain is neutral. Sadly, China has not joined. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm curious. I'm very curious. Siam backs down. So Siam is now a dominion of France. Ooh. I was really hoping that would not happen. France now has big infamy. Why are you damaging relations with me, France? We're pals. Buddies. Bros, even. We're an adoption for per capita taxation. That's very good. Okay, they're back to being cooperative. Excellent. But they're still damaging relations, which is odd. We'll see how that goes. Gotta keep an eye on that. Don't necessarily want to be enemies with France right now. This whole business of building up a massive set of government admins is supposed to give me a big ol' okay, cool. France has stopped damaging our relations. It's supposed to give me a big ol' financial windfall, but it seems to be having trouble doing that. My unrealized taxes is going down, but this number doesn't feel like it's... Well, it's at least edging downward. How long until pneumatic tools? Oh, it's gonna be forever. Alright. Alright, that's okay, that's okay. We got vacuum canning in progress. That's very good. How are we doing? We've completely maxed out our capacity for logging, basically. Fascinating. Well, we are selling a ton of hardwood abroad. I'm going to stop selling to Austria because that trade route doesn't seem productive. Trade route for China is going down. And now it's productive. Wonderful. Siam, you fools. Why would you do this? How could you do this? Grr. Psst, psst, Dynam. You want to steal their tributaries? Excellent. Alright, so with Sindh, we've gotten to the point where we can give them an obligation to have them become our tributary. I'm going to do that. That is going to cause us a little bit of infamy. Very good. But only 5. We do have an obligation to them. I will be happy to help them with something, but generally speaking, these small countries, like, it's not necessarily bad to have an obligation to them. And yeah, now relations are good. They are very loyal. And we're still... And there's per capita taxation. Wonderful. We're still bankrolling them. I'm going to do this enough to get it up to 80 and then put a pin in that. And then... because they're currently giving us as much as we're giving them. But once we turn that off, we'll be completely in the black. As you can see, we're now at a massive... oh man, sorry. It's really late, friends, and I am tired. Let's go with colonization. Still only 5%, but we can form a government of the, including the industrialists, to get it done. Wait, seriously? You only like colonial exploitation. Colonial exploitation it is. So I think this actually does cost us slightly even more taxation capacity, but we're mostly good. We're still working on it in our main 3 areas. We need 1 more level in Shikoku. I'm just going to go ahead and bang that out. We'll do 2 just to make sure we got enough, and I'm going to pop those all the way up to the top. So we're doing the ones in Chubu, we're doing the ones in Kanto, and then we're doing another round of each. That's going to take forever, but it's going to be worth. So, we've gotten Sindh into our customs union. I wonder if now is a good time to steal... Nah, I can't. And I don't want to fight Great Qing at this point. China has actually managed to fix its stuff to a certain degree. Their GDP is huge. It's doubled since the beginning of the game. Although ours has gone up much more than that. But they've got a proper military now. Actually, the number 2 military worldwide, which is bananas. Let's start improving relations. Burma. What about you? The brave engineer. A railroad accident in Japanese Hokkaido only narrowly avoided heavy fatalities due to the quick thinking of the train's engineer, who perished in the crash. Only a few people died, but the wreckage will still take some time to clear. Come all you rounders if you want to hear a story all about a brave engineer. Thank goodness for the quick-thinking engineer, -5 infrastructure, or railmen should get more than a song for dying on the job. This makes the trade union stronger. I'm going for the first one, because I don't want strong trade unions. I'm not that kind of country. Unfortunately, that means I am going to have to subsidize the railway once again, and that means that the gold mines are going to be less... are going to start losing employees, but that's okay. Things will be easier once we've finished colonizing the place. So, I'm going to start working on Burma because they're a good country to have in my customs union. You're in your own market. What does your market need? It needs man-o'-wars, clothes of both kinds, furniture of both kinds, ammunition, and small arms. Cool. Let's start the trade machine. There's luxury clothes, luxury furniture, clothes, furniture, guns, artillery, ammunition, man-o'-wars. What else? Porcelain. Liquor. I'm already trading you liquor. But you need porcelain. And I can provide it. Cool. Getting close to the point where we could do a trade agreement. And what do you have too much of? You have too much sugar. I need your sugar. Give it. Give it. Give it right here. Cool. All right. That should get us to the point of being able to pull Burma into our customs union, and that would be very nice. I'm actually going to stop bankrolling Sindh a little early so that I can have enough influence to have a different type of good relationship with Burma. Our relations are quite good, so we should be able to get a... we can actually already do a defensive pact. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And I need a rival. I'm going to try to rival Scandinavia. Scandinavia doesn't seem like a power that's going to potentially be a problem for me. My GDP is 4 times their size. Yeah, I think it should be fine. I need a little bit of extra influence so that I can continue to do all the stuff I want to do. Influence-wise. Go ahead and increase the game speed a little bit there. With France involved, this war shouldn't be going on too much longer. We're in consideration. Can't rival you either. Okay, freaking... who can I rival? Egypt. Egypt is a good person to rival. Sikh Empire, you're a good person to rival. You're off in the middle of nowhere. Alright, that should give me plenty of influence to play with. We're close on a trade agreement with Burma. Are any of these trade routes still growing? They are not. Yep, Egypt is rivaling me back. Sulu capitalist revolt once again. We got more of the island this time, but I don't think it'll be an issue. Can I get a general who's not from the shogunate? No, I cannot. What else can I export to you, Burma? Not much. Is sugar really cheap in my market? I don't know why I'm not buying more of your sugar. Italy sides with me. Thank you. Lovely to hear that. See, I don't know why this trade route's not going up, because I need more sugar in my market. Nationalism right now. Oh, it's this whole bit. Interesting. Sure, I'd love to take over Dynam. I'm still entertaining the idea of taking over Dynam, but it's, you know, it's just one of those things. One of those things I wish I could do. Getting on towards finished with this whole unrealized taxes thing. Still doing really well financially right now. The investment pool continues to grow. I could do another expansion. Or I could just lower taxes. Lowering taxes would be pretty expensive. Do I still have the temporary embarrassment debuff? Actually, let me look at that. Yes. Another 5 months before income tax rate goes back up. Currently, income tax rate is at 15%. So it's actually at 11% due to the temporary embarrassment thing. So that means income taxes are going to go up by about 30% once that runs out in another few months. Just quickly deal with this. So that's going to be about 25k, and that'll be really solid. Naval invasion. Which is the capital state? Is it this one? No. This one. Here. Just go ahead and get that invasion going. Well, advancement, we're up to 49%. Very good. Surprisingly, the industrialists are actually stronger than the shogunate at this point. There's screw frigate, a technology that nobody asked for. Another few weeks on this. Knowledge of ironclad is spreading to us. That's wonderful. Ironclad's a really important technology for this point in the game. Because it's modern military tech, and modern military tech is very important. Innovation is continuing to rise with literacy. And we've won the battles over here. So that means Sulu should be back in our hands pretty soon. Yeah. They're losing 10 war support per week. Over 10 war support per week, so that will be more than enough to ensure that they capitulate in due course. I wonder if we can get a nice play written about colonial exploitation. Some sort of birth of a nation related chicanery. Let me see. Arms industries are at 20 and 25. There's nationalism. Not really any more good consumption taxes, but then again, I'm absolutely swimming in cash. we're on to adoption. Just another 3 months until we hit the next checkpoint, and that might be it. And that would allow us to finally finish colonizing Hokkaido and maybe to colonize Sakhalin. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I'm probably just going to close out the episode as soon as this war gets itself finished. Because it shouldn't be too long now. Mining accident. A mine in Shikoku has collapsed, trapping miners in the dark shafts below. The scale of the accident has made the tragedy a story across Shikoku and the nation. They dug me out, but they left my friend behind. I hope wherever he's gone, it's better than here. This is a small price to pay for the merchant industry. This strengthens the industrialists and makes lower stardom pops radical. This outrageous abuse of the common man cannot continue. This strengthens the trade unions and makes upper stardom pops radical. Or, these mines are a blight upon man and countryside alike. This makes middle stardom pops more radical and increases the strength of the rural folk. I'm going to go with the first one, to strengthen my industrialists. There it is. Trade agreement with Burma. Wonderful. Alright, so... maybe we'll go a little longer. There's the increase from the end of temporary embarrassment. Now we have a trade agreement. I could get a... They have powerful protectors already. They're in an alliance with Siam and in a defensive pact with me. Interesting. Come on, Sulu. Alright. That is complete. So, situation with Burma. They're at minus 71. But part of that's due to we don't have a customs union. If I bankrolled them, I could get them higher. Let's pull them into the customs union for now. Again, with this obligation, I don't expect it to be that much of an issue. Because Burma is a small country. There we go. Tributary is still at minus 61. I'm going to go ahead and bank... Ooh. Yeah, I can afford to bankroll them. I can afford to bankroll them. I'm getting 25k a week in diplomatic pacts from many and various countries. I'm probably at this point straining my paper production capacity. Colonial enthusiasm. Where is paper in here? Here. Actually, paper's doing pretty good. Actually not using that much. Surprise. Maybe we have paper trade routes that are flexing downward to cover the increase in government purchases, though. Colonial enthusiasm. The news that the government intends to pass colonial exploitation laws created great enthusiasm amongst those eager to exploit new and distant lands. Profit and adventure lie in wait for all those brave enough to embark with us. An untamed world awaits us, just waiting for us to deliver some good Japanese civilization. And if the natives object, make sure you have your rifle close at hand. Slow down, the law isn't signed yet. 20% enactment chance. We'll take our rightful place in the world stage. 10% prestige, 10% enactment chance. Or load the ships we depart for distant shores. 50% colony growth speed. I'm almost there. Let's go for the colony growth speed. I'm hoping I get it in the next pass, which will be in 88 days. There is a movement against this, by the way, but it's very weak. It's pretty much entirely composed of the rural folk here. How would it be if I formed a government of the petite bourgeoisie and the industrialists? Not ideal. It wouldn't be terrible if I were a government just of the industrialists, because that would get the shogunate out of the government, and that might... The shogunate are still technically powerful. Their clout is below 20%, though, so they might fall down to influential if the government were in the hands of the industrialists exclusively. Standard of living is taking a little hit. I'm not sure why, but I suppose we'll find out. Ooh. Hold up. Maguinandao, you're interested in a trade agreement? Let's do it. Very good. How about a defensive pact? Accepted. Discord within the intelligentsia. An influential faction within the intelligentsia has grown frustrated with their co-members' neutrality on the topic of colonial exploitation. Themselves in favor of the law, they've now resolved to form a separate political faction intent on passing it. How can you stand idly by and watch the world pass before your eyes? Have you no sense of honor, of duty to your fellow man? I say nay to such lack of ambition, and I dare say I am not alone. Option 1 is with their support the bill shall pass. 15% enactment chance, and the intelligentsia gets weaker by minus 5%. Or the industrialists extend an open hand to these mavericks. 10% enactment chance, but the industrialists get stronger and the intelligentsia get much weaker. I'm going with the second one. Maguinandao, what about joining our customs union? Well, I'll do what I always do. What does your market need? It needs engines, furniture, clothing. Oh boy. It needs a lot of stuff. Engines, clothing, furniture, what else? Luxury clothing. Not much. Not much super expensive. I mean, there are a lot of things that are... Like, give one porcelain and one luxury furniture. Couldn't hurt, I guess. A little bit of tobacco. Let's do it. We'll do it. We'll do it. One luxury furniture, one porcelain. A little bit of tobacco. And then what do you have available for purchase? Not much. A little bit of coffee. I'll buy your coffee. A lot of sugar. A lot of fabric. Alright. Same stuff as usual. Give me your fabric. Give me your coffee. Give me your sugar. Join me. Join my customs union. Tea dyes. Oh, Prussia's improving relations. Wonderful. And their only trade partner. Oh no, they're getting some stuff from other places. Wood. I can buy their wood. And their fruit. Wood. Fruit. Alright, so how's it looking with the customs union now? Yeah, it should get better. Russia's improving relations now. Everyone wants to be my friend. Huh. Valdek. Who are you allied with? Nobody. What's going on over here? What's going on in Germany? We got a thick Hanover, we got Valdek, we got Schwarzburg. Schwarzburg took over all of Saxony. And Valdek has got a bunch of territory. Weird, man. Prussia. You're a major. I can only force a great I can only get recognition out of a great power. And there are only 6 great powers. I thought there were supposed to be 8. Getting superiority to the Ottoman Empire in prestige still continues to elude me, but, you know. Oh, and actually, we're at the end of our large government expansion. Alright, come on, colonial exploitation, you can get this. 73%, let's go. Yes! Alright, so boost that up to 2. And we'll start colonizing Hokkaido. So that should dramatically increase my capacity to get labor going in Hokkaido. So, what does my market need now? It still needs a bunch of art and a bunch of wood. Well, we'll start with art then, since we can't expand wood without expanding the stuff in Hokkaido. We'll do 10 levels in Kansai. And hopefully that will increase. So again, part of the reason I'm doing this is because pops that want to consume art but can't consume services instead. So this should drive the price of services down, and a bunch of people want services. So what else? What are we trading? What are we trading that's valuable? We're exporting a lot of sugar to China, and that doesn't seem useful. How cheap is sugar in the market? Where is sugar for me? It's a little pricey. Weird. This is a bad trade route. Cutting it. What else do we need? I need ports. Let me see. Tohoku is a little short on infrastructure. It can have some ports. Shikoku is good. Shigoku is short on infrastructure. It can have ports. Anywhere else short on infrastructure? Ryukyu Islands, do you have any labor available? You do not. Cool. Because that'll give me some more convoys, and I need convoys to do my whole trade strategy. We'll max out Kanto and Chubu as well. And yeah, we'll put these 3 on top. How? How do I still have 29k unrealized taxes? It's only Chigoku. Is my leader having a problem? Weird. So what else? What else does my market need? Well, okay, now this trade route. Wait a minute. That was an import route. I'm stupid. I definitely need that sugar route from China. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. I completely misread the situation. That was dumb. Now the intelligentsia want laissez-faire, which, frankly, I'm kind of inclined to give them. But the... So, the Hey Men could potentially create a problem for me, because while they're quite weak overall in political power, there are 1.26 million of them. So I don't necessarily want to put myself in a situation where they're angry. I could go to interventionism, which they wouldn't love either, but which most of the rest of the country would be pleased about, including the industrialists, would be a lot happier than they are under agrarianism. Agrarianism reduces the amount of investment pool contribution I get from capitalists by 25%. Can I see where the investment pool is getting its money from? There's got to be a better way to do this. But I think we're ranked by size. So it's mostly tooling, logging, glassworks, paper, iron. Subsistence rice paddies is an interesting one. Coal mines, textile mills, furniture manufactories. So, other than subsistence rice paddies, all of these are capitalist buildings. Virtually none are coming from the agricultural sector. And for these ones, yeah, so now we're in, but even so, most of them are mines. And here's where we are with the, yeah. Okay, so, let me just make sure I'm not wrong about that. Yeah, all of these buildings are privately owned. Although we do have the mines. The mines are the ones I care about. Okay. So I think interventionism is actually going to be better for our economy. Of course, laissez-faire would be excellent, but no one likes that. So we'll do interventionism. And that will be on the docket for the next episode. But until then, it's been a wild episode, but I've had fun. I hope you all have had fun. I will see you all on the other side.